live. We're going live. I believe we are live. Hello there, Drifty. Hello. How's it going, friend? We're just sitting here vibing, listening to the spacey music. Space music. Space music. Space music. Space music. Space music. Hey, Emmy. Hello, Tree. Space. Loud space music. Fine, I'll turn the music down. Crazy people. You want loud space music? Fine. Turn the space music down. That better? Is that not so hurting your ears? I just wanted you guys to see space music, okay? That's all. Feel free to tell me if it's better now. Space music. We got Destiny Frazier and Number Capper. Hello, Ethan. And Marcel and Lily and Adrian Z Dubbers. Yes. Hello, how are you doing? I will do more things in a moment. I am currently texting my sister because she asked me which of the different regions are all from Pokemon, so I'm making sure I tell her which ones are which. So I'll be said in a moment, but how's everyone doing? Grass Boy and Chris, hello. How are you both doing today? You doing well? The chimes are sore? What do you mean? Just singing thank you. I appreciate it. It's me vamping at this point. So Gen 5 was Unova, then Gen 6 was Kalos. Right. And then 7 was Alola. Yep, that's right. For the singing, thank you. Not this okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Ain't fun when things are not doing too hot, but I got you. My day's been doing pretty good, actually. I'm doing pretty well. Just chilling, hanging out, and doing, things, I guess. I've been very busy lately, so, you know, just finding... Wow, Rhino, can't believe it. Can't believe you cut off my oxygen. We haven't even gotten started yet. How obnoxious. Discussion on eating. Nice. I caught quite a few today. I'll have to. Very auditorily sensitive. Gotcha. Makes sense. But yeah. So today we're doing something a little bit more different than usual, because Rhino is still away at his parents, so he's not here to join us with the stream. I was like, what can I play single player? I could do the Portal Reloaded, but I forgot that has like weird. It's like not super high res. It's an older mod of the first one. So I was just like, oh, okay. Doing some things there, and so I was like, you know what, maybe this would be fun, because I haven't played Astronaut in a long time. It's a really fun little space exploration game. Exactly, he always is. Look at you, still your buddy Pokemon Go. You know, not a bad choice. I've currently got an Eevee set as mine, because I was doing some Pokemon Go community stuff for that. But yeah, so today, the plan is, as you can see my little cursor here, we're going to play some Astroneer, and basically Astroneer is a space exploration game. You start off as this astronaut on the planet. You have to gather resources using your tools, create devices, and do all these different things. I have a save game I've had for a while that I was playing by myself / with some friends. But as we're doing stream, I figured it'd be more fun if we had the chance to do some stuff. Currently, no friends are currently doing anything. Got my spacesuit, so you can see my little dude in his outfit. Very, very cool. And so we're just gonna be chilling and hanging out with all that. Among Us. And no worries, Emma, you're all good. Oh, hey, Momty. Do you just do live stream? What do you mean, Destiny? We do other things as well. We've only really been doing live streams as of late. But we have a lot of roleplay content we've done on our channel in the past. Okay, I changed my risk name. My name. I honestly have no idea, Marcel. Unfortunately, I'd assume that'd be connected to. You'd probably have to like pay to have it be changed, unless it's your. It should be your Steam username with the number. But in order to do it, you have to, I think, have premium to change your name. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so the plan today is we're just going to be doing some Astroneer. Going to do some exploration. If I've got friends who want to join us, they're welcome to join because they have the game. But at the moment, that be the plan. This is gonna do to me. I don't know if I saw your DM grass, but considering if you just sent it like 2 seconds ago, I probably have not seen it because I've been looking at the screen. So, yes, we are now landing on a planet. Update, arrived on Sylvia. Okay, so as you can see, we are now leaving the ship, and now we get our little bunker spot to show up. Everything starts creating itself in our world. And look at that, we get our own little terrain. Everything is great. Oh, ooh, missions are new. That's different. I think there'd be some new things that weren't there before. Everything else has been pretty much the same way. 2 days ago, gotcha. Kanoka, do you play as Glamrock Freddy from Minecraft Freddy's in the Freddy channel? Yes, I do, Marcel. That would be, I am the voice for those characters. I'll double check and see Grass Boy. I'm trying to remember what you said. Oh, yeah. I did see your message. No worries. My apologies for not responding. I was obviously doing things because I did see your message. Goodness gracious, Rhino. I only have a little bit of... This actually doesn't really produce much electricity, as you can see. So basically what's going to happen now is we get to start exploring the planet and seeing what kinds of things we can find. So the main thing is that we're going to need to get resources. And right now, we can't really collect much of anything because we are needing to get our... basic materials. So I'm pretty sure... Where's the suction? Because the suction, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to be one of these buttons. Forgetting my controls already. It's been like... How long since I played this? Not very long. Where is it? Come on. Controller, keyboard, mouse. Terrain tool is E. Okay, so actually maybe it was this the entire time. For things. But yeah, that's what we'll need to use to be able to get our resources. So what we do is we just... Oh, okay, you just can turn it on and off. That makes more sense. It's been so long. Yeah, Gabe did play this a while ago, so that would probably be where he got from. But yes, we're going to start collecting some resources from the planet. As you can see, we're already in a good area which has some compound as well as some organic material which we can use. The blue bar that you can see is our current oxygen meter. So we're currently away from our little base, which is okay. We've got enough oxygen for us to get some resources. We want to get some compound made up so we can then get started on getting some resources made. So we're gonna have to get some compound. We're gonna need to then get some of these, the resin. Resin's pretty useful as well. Suck it up. Okay. Trying to make sure Kano isn't stranded there. Wow, Rhino, stop it. That's not very nice. Is this game on Android? I do not know. I think it's on PC. That's how I'm playing it. Does he play Wesley? Yes, I do voice Wesley for Pink's Roomy series as well. Okay, so we're getting some compound, getting some organic material as well. We need all these different things to be able to create our resources. So I'm just going to grab a few things until we get these things made up. Okay, so let's see here. How we want to get this started. Time to vote the imposter. Oh, hey, Aaron. Yeah. You're straight off the planet. Remember this game forgot to look at something, so I was wondering why this isn't working. Ah, gotcha. Oh, no worries, Ethan. We're just sitting here vibing. You did not miss much. Okay. So, what we are going to need to do, though, is... Oh, so this is the... Oh, these got emotes. That's cool. Make little emotions. That's fun. I didn't realize that was the command for that. Poultry polka. That's funny. They changed the name of it so you can use it instead of chicken dance. Okay. What is the key for... Okay, so it's Q for that. I forgot. It's been so long since I played. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to first make a few basic things. We'll probably want to definitely make some... we'll want some tethers, certainly, because those will allow us to start making... a broader area where we can use some oxygen throughout our area. Restway GLG birthday special. Oh, that's right. Yes. No, we're not going to do that. But I think is it this week or next week? I'm trying to remember. You mentioned it before, and I can't remember exactly what you said. So I have to re-clarify. Okay. I'll get the small printer made so we can start making some goods. I have to remind me, Grass, because I know you mentioned it earlier. Printed powder shell. Oh, okay, so it's giving us updates on what we need to do. To make a small generator as well, which is what we're getting. Okay, it's next Sunday. Perfect. We'll be sure to do something very special. Oh, need to turn this off. Don't waste my magnetic power already, please, and thank you. Okay, so got ourselves a lovely small little generator here, which we can then use by plugging it to here for now if we need to. And then what we can do is we can use this to make obviously lots of sorts of things. So we can like make storage containers. We can make oh, they can make small containers from here. Interesting. That's new. But mainly we'll be wanting to get eventually a platform and some media storage developed. Since we're starting from a whole new world, it means that we have no research or anything like that, so we get to start fresh, which makes this exciting. So the main thing we need to do is start grabbing us more things. So I'll make some more tethers because we'll definitely need more of these. No problem there. And then I'll probably use... See, after school. Yep. I got you on that one. Okay, so I'll make a small canister for now. So I can use that to store some ground material, which we'll eventually use to help with our base and things later. Okay. I'll put the generator here. Okay, interesting. Oh, it shows it how much energy it produces now. Birthday's in 2 months. Wow. Y'all getting old so fast. Stop it. Okay. Oh, too far away. What a shame that is. Come on. And that should be showing it with the oxygenator. Why is it not tethering? Why are you not tethering? So weird. Why is it not tethering right now? Unfortunately, bro, you're only that many years old. Goodness gracious. I see how it is. Because we have the natural... This is the shelter. So then why is it not... Oh, not tethering. This usually works. I'm very astonished. Because usually it would start connecting. So your birthday's in 2 days, CJ? Goodness gracious. Okay. I guess we also actually do some missions now. So they have done some updates since we last played. I should check this. Okay, so discover a gateway chamber. Engineering basics. Install. Oh, we need to unpack oxygenator. I see what that is. So we haven't done that yet. Okay. So the oxygenator must be somewhere then if we don't have it. In here? No, because I didn't see an oxygenator show up. That's why we're not getting oxygen though, because it's only coming from here. So then where is the oxygenator? Where is it at? Says, oh, I see, ready to collect. So I just gotta do this now. Okay. There we go. I was like wondering where all these things were. So we even got a small generator on its own. Of course, small printer. It does have very No Man's Sky vibes as well. That's crazy though. Goodness gracious, you're gonna be old, CJ. That's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna be old. Okay, I'll put this in there. Now I get the oxygen we need. Okay, this makes more sense. So I guess I really didn't need to make myself a generator, but it's fine. We can use multiples of these, no problem. Without there being any too big concern. Okay, so this makes more sense now. So I guess we have missions to keep track of this time around. Now, do you think when it was funny when Gary took a week to get back to SpongeBob's house with Sam and Spendy and Squidward had to walk with Gary and then because he went to the bar and was bored for 5 minutes? I mean, you know, I think it makes sense. That was a pretty strange time for Gary, I'm sure. It's pretty funny that took him that long. Okay. Kano, no. Did not get access to Among Us too early. Okay, so we've done this now. Goodness, so they give us all these things for free? How did I miss all this? Okay, and then breathing space we'll start off with. Well, this is next, which I've already done because we did that as it is. Okay, so collect. Okay, so these are just all missions they say you can track, obviously, and do what you can. And you can track multiples? You can. Okay. This makes a lot more sense. Okay, put these all in there. Okay, so I guess we got some free resources then, which is not too bad. I guess too, I mean, there was supposed to be, and then they kind of stopped development on that so they could work on just working on regular Among Us. Okay, we got plenty of tethers now. So let's go and get some resources then. We can start walking along the way because I was just waiting for this all to make sense. So it was not making sense before. Now we can go over here and place some tethers down. There's a cave system here. That's good to note. Yes, a galaxy far, far away. Ooh, nice. Okay, so there we got some, for exactly what that is, that resource. There's plenty of resin this way, so that's good to know. Okay, there's some... Obviously, a few things over here. Obviously, don't need to always make this much space around, but I'm just getting my bearings. Good to start to plan out a bit of an area we can go around to. Okay. Okay, good. So we got a good, you know, depth now of what we want to do. Went to the casino, had a drink for 21st birthday. Oh goodness. Also, your cake was Transformers theme. Oh, nice. That's actually really cool. I usually, like, I didn't have, like, a ton of things going for my birthday most of the time. Like, we would make maybe, like a specific kind of cake if we wanted. Like, my dad was a really big fan of red velvet cake, so I really started to like that, too. But I also was I'm a big chocolate cake fan in general. We sometimes would do like ice cream cake if we wanted. But also my big thing as well is that I really like chocolate eclair cake. That is really good. That's just like graham crackers along with like chocolate frosting and French vanilla jello pudding. Not Jello, but pudding. And it's really, really nice. No worries, Oliver. We just gotten started. We're just hanging out, doing some astroneer, hanging out. So you did not miss all that much. Kids are so doesn't mean any. Well, I mean, technically, I am a robot, yes, but in the context of this, I am playing an astronaut, so I need to, you know, behave by normal astronaut-y rules. Let's chocolate cake with food dye. Yes, exactly. Did I get the chocolate Oreo cake? Ooh, nice. Oh, hey, Toothless Haddock. Good to see you. Okay, what we can do is... We are going to make a medium printer eventually, so I might as well just get that working now so I can clear up some compound space. We need more resin for everything else, pretty much. That's why I'm going to kind of wait for a lot of other things to work. Oh, hey, Soph, how's it doing? How are you doing, my friend? Okay, let's just follow along this path. Obviously, again, like I said, you can still go places without oxygen for a while because you have your natural oxygen inside your container, but it's not going to get refilled unless you're doing things with it. So you want to make sure you're being cautious. Just probably skip on, but again, it's really just pudding. So like it's French vanilla pudding. It's just Jello brand pudding. But the pudding is honestly like the filling, which makes it even better. It's like the best part. Otherwise, just eating graham crackers with chocolate. That point's not even a cake. Okay, got some resin, so now we can start making ourselves some platforms, which is what we'll need to do. This is like the most handy resource we'll have. They'll have the whole entire thing. Is lots of resin. Okay, did that. Kanoka, were you robot when you were born, or were you human? I was a robot. In the lore of Minecraft Lab, which is sort of the lore I have mostly for Kano, whenever he's a robot in most places, that he was made by his parents, who were both human, but he was made by them to basically be their son. And so then he, you know, has done things. He went to college to get a degree, and, you know, has spent most of his time just making his parents proud. So that's sort of what he does. Maybe improvements to Ken's robot accident. This is wow. How's that improvements? Times do you go live? Typically, so for at least for when Rhino and I stream on this channel, we have a consistent time of we stream every Sunday, from 2 to 4 CST, which is you know, 8 to 10 UK time, and that'd be 3 to 5 EST. And so we usually stream consistently once a week, and we have Twitch channels that we both stream on as well. But those are more recent developments within the last year. Let's see here. How do you rotate this again? Is this R? Sure. How do you rotate this? It's kind of because I didn't realize you can make a compass now, which is kind of interesting. Okay. So many different upgrades they've made since we did stuff, which is so bizarre. How do you rotate this again? Oh, T. Moving forward to the human's origin form. Oh goodness. Lois back. No worries, tree. Why is my laptop so hot? Goodness. Don't hear Claire's. I was thinking this thing that Timmy's near me where they basically got a long donut filled with hazelnut cream and chocolate sandwich. It was Pog. Yeah, those are fun too. Like, and chocolate Claire cake is basically just meant to like emulate. Okay, it's C. C's rotation bar. C and V. Okay. Because what we're gonna do is we're going to put this here for now. We're gonna need to make some bigger platforms as well, but this will allow us to at least get started on making a putting this down. So once we get this printer down, pop that down here, put that in there, and then we can start to make ourselves not a large printer, we don't need that yet, but we'll need a research chamber, which means we'll need a large platform to put it onto. So we're gonna just make a large platform A, no worries. Use the basic energy that's from here already as well, and we'll go from there. Yes, I Toothless. I'm doing stuff because you didn't get school Sundays, and I can actually watch these streams. So still, goodness gracious, Grass Boy. I'm sure you'll be working at homework as well, but obviously it's not you being at school to do that. So, and if you want to, you can always watch the streams later. If you really feel like you want to hang out with us and you don't have time to do it in your normal life, you can always watch the stream VODs. What's nice about having them on YouTube is that there's always a record of them. It takes a lot longer than usual because it's just got a lot of things we're doing. But we can also do, well, I can start to deposit some things. Because there's some resources we don't need to keep with us all the time. Certainly don't need to keep this generator with us every time we go anywhere. We got 2 full things of soil now, which we can then use to like help us pave out other areas, which is nice. Okay, so we just have those in there. Okay. What we can do is we can take our tool that we have here, and I think it was a control. Yeah, it's control, and you can fill in the ground around it so that it's even So we can basically make our platform bigger without having it be a different height, which is a nice thing to have. So we'll probably use some of our soil. Soil is the light blue bar you can see. It shows how even we're at right now, and so we can just go along here and fill this in, so that way we're not having an uneven terrain around our base, which makes it just smoother and easier to put down platforms and things like that. And anywhere where there's any incongruities, it will fix that for us, which is nice. So we're going to just go here again, make sure we're settled. So I think we've been a little hit too low there, whatever that was. Okay, and then just pause that all around, make sure we're smoothed out. Put streams of hope I'm looking for someday. Exactly. Happy Gary noises. Oh, you're gonna make picnic? Nice. That'd be real fun. But it gets longer every time people say hi to me. Goodness gracious. Yes. We still just tree. For me, at least. Okay. I don't like how they made walk-in so much harder to do now. Okay, what we can do is we can get this rotated. We can just hook it up to here for now, I guess. And then what we'll do is we'll put this in there. Okay, and then what we can do now is we just need to get ourselves a research facility, because once we get that going, the research chamber, what that allows you to do is, so I'm just going to bring this over here, because then we can hook this in, get some energy going through to this. Oh, it goes a little faster, because it's nighttime, so there's only so much energy that actually comes from this system anyway. We can make it a little faster. You can only watch the streams at the moment, because it's summer, so I don't have to wake up early on Mondays and all. Nice! Fix my night bot, but for a Twitch password. Ah, gotcha. Think about how are you? Okay. You think that's a little windy. But we're just doing space exploration. Once we get the research chamber, what we can start doing is it'll give us research points, which we can then use to invest in getting better equipment, better things. So the sooner we get started on this, the better we can get to, because then we can get the next big item, which we'll want, which is the what's it called? It's like the soil something or other. But basically what it allows you to do is it allows you to take soil and turn it into resources, which is really nice. I'm finding some dealing with overwhelming anxiety problems in college. I'm working at complete mental distress. I'm so sorry to hear that, Ethan. Sometimes things get overwhelming, so I understand that that's, you know, what's the word for it? Understand that that's something that can indeed happen. It's completely valid that you're going through whatever it is you're going through. Anxiety ain't be fun. Okay, let's make sure we give this out a little more while I'm here. Let's come back, William Afton voice line or Springtrap. That do be what he says, that's for sure. Smooth this out. Get under there. The poor tether's just like hanging out on its own. No, we've kind of shifted it around a wee bit. We knocked him over. Okay, now so we can carve over this. Just get over resins there. Okay. There should be at least some space there. Where's really high? The last episode was 6 months ago. Yeah, no, I know. Royal Academy is something that we are still planning to continue again at some point in time. I even talked with Maddie and Rachel the other day, just as I said, you know, I'm willing to help take care of the project and get it rolling again. But we just have to like have that conversation officially, see how people would be available to do it again, because it's definitely something we want to do. For now, big thing, you know, admittedly, is just if you're interested in the series, you know, just keep hoping they'll come soon. I'm doing what I can on my end, but it just takes time to kind of get people corralled. So, yeah, becoming odd things like that all the time, misinterpreting my usernames. You know, I understand. For a long time, people used to misspell my username horribly. Every time that they'd see it, it'd be like Kanoka, Kaneko, other like weird, like things you wouldn't think if you've gotten used to my names as they are. And so it's always really interesting to see like what people would come up with as sort of like their interpretations of my username. Having a good day? Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Mom T. You deserve having at least a good day. Okay, get some resin. I just want that for creation of things. I do want to get some resource materials, though, which is what I'm trying to find. I just want to get us to a point where we can, if we can start researching some things, then we'll be ready to go. We might just have to search for where we can find that, because sometimes they're plants, usually. But these plants that can find research materials from, or there are rocks, like this one here is probably not the best starting point to have, because it's a gigantic one. I'd rather have some small ones, but if we have to, we've got that one as well. Welcome back, Destiny. Fun fact, the same day I got mine on Twitch, I got mine on the GLD server. Impressive! You know, I'm not surprised, Grassboy. Sometimes these guys hit those milestones, I guess. In some fashion. do you think of oh, Goaty 2021? I think either Ratchet and Clank or Spider-Man Miles Morales. I mean, if we could get like Game of the Year, I think would definitely be like Ratchet and Clank was really good. Ratchet and Clank. Spider-Man Miles Morales probably had like a bigger reception, I feel like. Like I know people were talking about that for a decent amount of time, but I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. I've been playing a lot of like all the same games I've been always playing, so I haven't played either of those games myself yet, and so I wouldn't have a good assessment, unfortunately. Yes, Ratchet and Clank, you could. What do you think? See. Oh, see you, Tothis. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, let's get this over here. Let's put this into our research chamber, because once we get started on this, we can just have it roll. And then it'll take up some energy, but the sooner we get started on this, the better we'll be. So let's start the research now. I'll slowly start to get the research over the course of 11 whole minutes, which is just going to take some time, but it is what it is. If I can find shorter resources, shorter researches, then we can start investing into like getting more generators and things like that. Getting more resources, we just got to find the resources we need first. So, what you going to do? You're squeeing NPC. Again, yes, Friday Night Focus. Yeah, exactly. That I wouldn't know if it was Game of the Year because I don't know if it came out this year, but certainly would be a good candidate. Because a lot of people played it. By a lot of people, I mean most people I know in the space have done it at some point in time, which is crazy. I'll get one of these made because what I can do then is I can, if I get this going, we can get a few other things rolling as well. Let's see here. Do any other small generators? Actually, this is a printer, right? Get another printer. We can do more stuff. Came out last year, October. Okay, gotcha. Makes sense. We get one more generator going. Because organic materials not too hard to come by, and then we can get this rolling along faster. So then allow us to do more of this research quickly. Okay, get that going. So now we got 2 generators going, so this is going to give plenty of power for this. Which means that this platform will be made, and then we can start to put some resources on top of there as well for storage purposes. My dialist Friday Night Funkin', nice. Most came out in 2018. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, Friday Night Funkin' just doesn't seem Game of the Year worthy, so I think. But for me, the Replicant remake, Masters remake, Game of the Year. Nice. I mean, I think that's a fair choice. Because again, like those. I mean, they're good games, but obviously, Game of the Year oftentimes is like what's played well, but also what has like a good storyline, like how things fit in. And so I think if it meets some of those standards too, then obviously we'll see more of that happening. Okay, I just want to make a medium storage. Those are always very helpful. Could the Game of the Year be any game? I think there has to be certain criteria that meet for it, but for the most part, yes. You heard the new Sonic game is coming out? Oh, no, I hadn't. I had not heard that. Greg said almost said a no word. Oh dear. I'm glad you didn't say it. Because that, like you said, would have been a no-no. Okay. There's also some storage. So now we can put this up here, and what this will allow us to do is store a lot more resources, which is nice, because then we can start taking out some of these things out of our container for now, just to have them be somewhere safe, and not on us, and then we can make sure that we aren't littering the ground. Like last year's was Last of Us 2. Right, but Ori and the Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, no, Ori and the Will-O-Wisp was a fantastic game. It's just really well designed, and so I definitely think it should have, gotten that position. What's the lore and story behind the Friday Night Funkin' game? Yeah. There's a decent amount. I mean, at least even from what I know, that's often what, even when I'm planning for Gizzy stuff, we've had to play off of the lore that's been already developed in the world for our purposes. So I'm familiar with the fact that there's a decent amount of lore that just happens, which is nice. I'm gonna get this to be made so I can clear that up. Okay, get some organic material then. Tried Genshin Impact? I've heard a lot of things about it. I have not tried it myself, but I have a lot of friends who enjoy playing Genshin. Although I do have a friend who got me recently back into Elder Scrolls again, which I was like, yeah, nice game choice. So I like Elder Scrolls Online. It's a fun game. It's all the MMORPG type stuff. Got lots of resin here, which is good. Plenty of this for resource building. DDR? Ah, yeah, it does. It has a lot of similarities. It's not colors just coming to Switch. Really love the game. Yeah, no, it'll be really cool to see it. I'm ecstatic to see that will actually be coming to fruition. Put these all here. We can rest of these debris for later. This for storage purposes. We don't need to pick them now. We'll want to eventually. This nice thing with all these is that there's a lot like this debris eventually will salvage and turn to other things. You can use that to get resources later. Eventually we'll like consolidate that and everything, but that's not now. Let's see, I'm just gonna go this way. See, boyfriend's name is Keith and girlfriend's name is Cherry. I know I've heard Keith before, but I also have heard developers have confirmed that their names are indeed boyfriend and girlfriend. Like that's actually their naming, which I thought was interesting. But stall, bro. Yeah, Smash Bros. I know. The Smash Bros. Unfortunately will be, you know, ending. Well, ending, but like it's gonna be their season pass is pretty much done. So they have no more people to add to the expansions anymore because they have figured out, you know, everything they need. So there's no need for more people to be joining the packs. Okay, got some clay. Let's head back before oxygen runs out. It's not exactly a clone their differences. I think Genshin's a lot more. I think of Genshin as being a lot more anime. We're suffocating. Come on, make it. We got this. We can survive. I believe in us. There we go. And we aren't dying. Hooray! Oh, no worries, Tree. For what now? They've done for good on that anymore. They're planning not to add any more to this current expansion for the Switch. So what we have for the Smash Bros. Will be all we'll have for this Smash Bros. I believe was said. I mean, go for it, Eddie. What is this? Something funny you wish to share? Especially as Shadow or Tails, that would be pretty cool. I can admit, I would love to see Tails be added to Smash Bros, especially with Sonic. Just to add some flying dynamics, that'd be. But I think he'd probably function similar to Pit though, which would make things a little bit, you know, more standard for him. Okay. Do you have anything on our gun? Does not seem like it. We just hope it's so clear making. Hoping they would add. Oh, friend at Funkin' Boyfriend or FNAF. Yeah, this is what happens when you put random control of oxygen. No. So costumes are wearing for Halloween. I'm going as Adrian. Oh, you're going as Aiden Pierce from Watch Dogs. I have not thought about Halloween yet, honestly. That's not been a anywhere on my priority list yet for much of anything. Just because I've been just doing a lot of other things. But I definitely think it's something we can, you know, I guess if I had to be anything eventually, I don't know. Like I've even like thought about making myself a cosplay of like of the Kanoka character at some point in time, because I would be interested to see if I could get that kind of to work out. But it's almost spooky month. Yes, spooky month. Spooky month. This scared me the other day after I posted the drawing I did of your character. She went in all caps and then DM'd me in all caps. It scared me. Fair. Your South Africa had snow and Halloween. Yeah, I mean Halloween is a holiday that can be celebrated anywhere. But yeah, snow I would assume in South Africa would be a much rarer occurrence. Scratch for one time for Halloween. Nice. Just gonna grab that. We're gonna make some more tethers, I think. That's probably the best use of our energy here. We'll make sure we can start going into cave systems and getting more valuable resources eventually. That just takes time to do. If you're pledged to add to my collection, nice. Okay. So we covered that already, so that's all there. Okay. Here, let's deposit some more of our resin for the resource we don't need in here. The resin I keep with us just in case we need that for anything, though, because sometimes you need it to make some last-minute oxygen filters. And you don't want to cause yourself to not have anything like that on hand. Okay, the research module's still going. We're getting some research, which is good. Oh, that's right. I still have this as well. I get to claim this mission that we did earlier. Because we did that with resourcing. Oh, excuse me, we do have landfilling as well. We can get that for that. We also have this as well. Okay, so that provides us with a few resources too, which is nice. They give you so many more things now. I didn't even realize this before until now. It's real nice. The idea is what to be, you know, you have plenty of time to think about it, Grassboy. There's no rush. Which makes it nice. Click on what I want to know for Christmas. I mean, if you're thinking that far ahead, then feel free to share. I would love to hear it. That's for following because all I wore was my Freddy onesie. Fair choice. Fair choice. I think our Halloween customs here like good for any other weather because it'd be either plus 20 or negative 30 and snowing. Yep, that sounds alright. We have something similar in the Midwest too. It can be really warm in the fall, or it can be cooler. All depends on kind of how Halloween, like where it sits, this year. Oh, see you, Ethan. Oh, you know, have a good time doing whatever you're up to. Such that as being as Grim Foxy from the Curse of Dreadware. Ooh, nice. Okay, I'm just gonna put these all here for now because we can eventually make something out of these. Don't know what yet, but we shall. So meantime, we'll just put these here. Attached. There we go. Okay. Oh wait, they're set in. Okay, so this is still going. We'll eventually need to do some more research as we do as well. This is squeaking. Rains a lot here in the Pacific Northwest. Gotcha. It's really my birthday too, because some years it's blizzarding and other years it's raining and some years it's scorching. Yep. Sounds about right. Okay, so interesting. They want you to. Okay, I already printed the medium printer. Does mean I have to make a new one? Gosh darn it. Okay, retooling. Unlock, print, and attach. Okay, so this is the terrain. Oh, it's just asking if you want to do tools. Oh, but they do give soil centrifuge for that, which would be nice. Okay. There's a reason for you to track any of these, or not track any of them. Cogs, what does Rhino have? He has brain cells, if those exist for Rhino. Okay, cool. So our research just got done. So we've completed all the bytes there, which we need. I'm gonna grab it and grab that rock because I see it. Oh. Oh, see, these are, this is normal terrain. I was going to say, that's one of the research plants. We could always grab that. This is one of the research plants over here. See, these sometimes, these have smaller little research bits, which can be collected as well, organic samples. And those can sometimes be just valuable because they are smaller to work with. Okay, so we're to our little platform over there. With it practically being just over a week after Halloween. Ah, gotcha. In New York, we got 19 plus in snow. Oh, goodness. I remember when I was younger, maybe like middle school, there was this big time where we had the gigantic blizzard in our area. It was huge, like the whole it was just like right after we gotten our dog too, the same year, and so it was really funny to see him interact in the snow with so much snow that we had. So there's just a lot of it. Okay, put these things here for now. Just they're kept in storage safe, so they're not lingering around. Okay. Then I guess what we'll do is we'll need to start getting down into the depths of certain places so we can begin finding more valuable resources. Because once we find those, we can really start delving into things. Although, I guess we do need to make those tools, because if we get the soil centrifuge, we'll be good to go. Oh, see, Aaron. If it's big snow, like, is in, like, 5 feet of snow. So it was massive. More than I would have ordinarily expected to find. Let's see here. Do you remember what the research button is? Or what's the thing to get the research going? To unlock, print, yes, we need to do those. So we need to get the schematics for those made. Oh, did not mean to put it together. My bad. Okay, what button is it for research? It's not any of these ones. Tab? There we go, it's tab, okay. So yeah, so we see we got a decent number of bytes right now because we did that big research earlier. But then what you do is obviously you can unlock certain things to do things. So don't need any of those. Can make some oxygen tanks. Those require glass, which we'll eventually. Could go work today walking in that. That's fair. Just find space of being a small dog as well, because with the steep snow. Yes, don't forget snow to your knees. Yeah, no, it's a lot of stuff. Snow is surprisingly really dense at times too. When it's really fluffy, it takes up a lot more space than you expect. Okay, so if we can do some small solar power, which will be nice eventually. But we don't have all the other resources we need, so I'm just trying to find. We do need, I think it said, need the boost mod, and we need the. We need some of these, so we need to spend some to get those, so we get the soil centrifuge eventually. I can also work on getting some other things that we need to as well. There's a lot of other tools that we'll eventually need to get based on what we're doing. But we will see. Once you get these extra drill mods, you can start drilling through more solid material, which is nice. Eventually, we want to get this medium resource container as well. But again, like a lot of the plastic stuff we have to find underground. We'll eventually get to where we can see those things too. Shredder's not horribly invaluable to have, but we know the resource for it as well. Sometimes after you do your driveway, I've been snow piles like 7 feet tall, and it's just like, that's horrifying. And you're short. Ah, man. I don't know if I'm tall or short because it changes depending on. That's true, you know. Well, for your information, I am 5'10". So if you're shorter than that, then you're shorter than me. But if you're taller than that, then you're taller than me. So there. Let's try my test stop in the process. Oh no, that would be horrifying. Definitely would not want that to happen. Okay, so we got 2 plasmites. Let's see which do we need for our mission? What was it? I think we have to do. Is it which button is it? Not that one. Oh no, sorry. So many commands I'm not used to. I think is it G? No, it's not G. Is it H? F? V? No, it's Heather's. Which button was it that we pressed earlier to get the mission grid to show up? And that one. So this one. That's that tool. It's R. Okay. R is the mission log. You know, if MC Labs ever returns, would there be a flashback episode of like Kanoka Origins? We thought about doing some Origins episodes for a while, like Ryan and I both had. We just never had the chance to do it. Oh, I see. So we actually have to make another medium printer, probably. Unfortunately, disappointing. But okay, we need the boost mod and the drill mod. Okay, so let's get both those researched now. Boost mod and the drill mod. I guess we only. So I guess we just need this one. Okay. All right. So now we can start making these. Just top, yes. Taller than Monty by a good bit. Like we can be on my interior. I mean, Marcel, I probably won't be on my interior much. We still, I think, have the Yandere High School map on there, but I haven't been on there in a really long time. So I think it's the personal one I need to make, not this one. Yeah, because this is so we need to go in here to make these. Yes, we need zinc for that, which is produced by a smelting furnace, which we need to get first. We can make the drill mod. Okay, so smelting furnace we still need to get on as well, I guess. Tina Origins, yes, Rhino's Origins exactly are pretty obvious. Although, to be honest, we had thought about exploring what his other origins would have been for after, like when he's a dragon sort of thing. We thought about exploring that side of things a lot too. Okay, you know what? Let's just do that in here for now. The big old honking one. The generator on for some extra spicy generator power. Okay, I was gonna see here. What can we do? Not much we can do with this right now. But I can make the medium printer so we can get those platforms, but I guess get a new one. I can always deconstruct it later. Wasn't he human before? Rhino? No, Rhino was not a human. He was a dragon. All the stuff he had said about theories about like why he was the way he was and like being a dragon like overlord and stuff. That was all stuff that was part of his actual canon lore. Fun fact. Okay, so we got a new mission, powerful problems. And okay, so basically it's getting more missions unlocked, of course. Okay, so we want this. Need to do that eventually later. Powerful problems to get batteries, and for science we'll need to get research. We already have a research chamber. What do you mean? We can get this at least. Okay, this just has a nice big platform we can use for other things later, which is useful. Okay, go in there. Yeah, I think I recall him talking about being here before, and then he died and became a round dragon. Gotcha. I don't remember I don't recall that particular part of his lore, but that may have been again. Rhino would not be surprised if he developed something like halfway through at some other point in time. Kanoka, Rhino Dragon, the Prince of Enderman in the end. I mean, you would think he'd be more of a prince in that way, but he certainly does his own thing. Okay, so we'll need to eventually get the smelting furnace as well. But we'll need to get the minerals down below to get more of the powerful stuff we'll need. So we're getting through. I think it's just gonna be, and we have to start getting some more resources. We can't just work off of that anymore. So we got our tethers, we got our dirt we can use. So I think we're set to start exploring again. Possibly, yes. Okay, so let's do a little trek into the trees here, because I think sometimes we can find things that are really unusually placed if we look, in places we wouldn't ordinarily check. So I'm just gonna take a little gander over here. If there's anything this way. these rocks. There's more research fodder over here, so that's good. We can use that for stuff. But if you're fortunate, you'll find like a natural cave system. Other times you won't. But there is some, actually, hold on. Is this a natural cave? Looks like it. Put there for now. But we can grab some of this, this on the side here, because this is actually very useful for us too. This is, graphite, which we'll eventually need to make some of these resources too. Grab that. Labs theory. Can I do requests? I'm going to be in the car ride. So yeah. Again, I'm trying to think like what would be interesting of note. I mean, one thing you could do, which I think would be interesting, once you see the episode for GLD today, we had a really fun one where we had to basically civilize gorillas, and I think there's some really funny moments in that one. I thought I'd give some good lines for Dan to do, and he fulfilled them quite nicely as Ark, so I think that'd be a fun episode to base some things off of civilizing gorillas. But for this week, a Chick-fil-A party. Nice! You know, if you're going to have any party, Chick-fil-A is a pretty good place to have it. I approve. Take that out. I don't need that there. Got lots of research, what I can put away right now. Just keeping it here. And get that all stored up. We'll eventually want to use this so you can hear all the crickets outside, but I want to have my window open because it's still decently cool out right now. So I was like, yeah, let's just make sure it's good. Okay. Natural cave systems. I guess there was kind of one path I saw way over here. We probably should check and see. What is Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A is they sell chicken, obviously, like chicken tenders, chicken nuggets. They've got waffle fries and other things. They've received a lot of controversy in the media because their owner, Truett Cathy, has been known to like donate to some like organizations that don't necessarily support LGBTQ people. But it's one of those things where it's a Christian organization. It's a good restaurant. I like the food there. It's tasty and yummy. Even though I don't entirely agree with everything that Truett Cathy has specified, at the same time, that's just how it is with most businesses that I think are nowadays. A lot of people come from the same mentality, so you have to kind of give and take. But I know some people who purposely don't go to Chick-fil-A for those reasons, and that's totally fine. I understand where they're coming from. That's one of the big contention points with Chick-fil-A. Going to eat our house. Basically, I think if people are going to order tons and tons of it. Basically, Chick-fil-A buffet home. Going to go places Monty from. Who places Monty? Rhino voices Monty. I'd say, I mean, the thing is, Chick-fil-A chicken is very different from KFC or Nando's. It's got a very different texture. They use peanut oil to do a lot of their frying, and the chicken just tastes differently. Like, it has a different flavor, so it's actually really hard to compare, because KFC chicken just doesn't taste the same. Chick-fil-A's can be a little more expensive sometimes, but it's really good, which makes it hard. I like Chick-fil-A quite a bit. I've had it since I was a kid, so it used to be one of those things where we would go as a family. Like mom, sister, and I, we'd go up to Wisconsin, and that was the closest Chick-fil-A that they had. They only had a lot of them. They had a lot of them in like Virginia area, but not a lot of them where I was from, and so we always had to go north to go get some. But it was always worth the trip, and it was a trip we made, you know, at least as much as we could, because we liked being able to get the food from there. So I'm sliding down. Okay. Too far away. So in case they go and sick from the food there. Yeah. Okay, so this is looking pretty steep. Okay. Ready to make some terrain up here, I think. Okay. There's a platform going if we can. Okay. It's going, and then we'll go here. Actually, probably should have just done like this. Makes it easier sometimes. Form a little pathway down to the dirt up here. We can walk along. That's even and flat. Let's look at all the details we need. Yes, CJ. Oh, that's very kind of you, CJ. Much appreciated. I really need to make some more tethers. I'm low. Okay, is Rhino mad that Monty is Kermit? I don't know the real answer to that question, if I'm being honest. With Rhino, it's hard because Rhino despises memes. But at the same time, I was talking about this with some friends the other day. It's like, Rhino also, it seems like, he knows very well that by saying no and by asking specifically people to not make stuff, that he's just going to get more of it. So then I'm like, well, why don't you just like stop making such a big point of it? So I don't know if he like genuinely hates it all, or if he just uses that as a tactic to purposely get people to make stuff for him. I'm not sure if you'd have any enlightening stuff on that, CJ, but I'm pretty sure that's at least from what I've seen. It's like I think he does mind it to some extent, but he also like knows that what reaction he's gonna get from it. I suppose I'm technically a part-time vegetarian because I was going to pick not eat meat, but certain meals I'm like, yeah, meat, but I mean, it's not necessarily like I understand it's necessarily vegetarian, but you're okay with eating vegetarian dishes. So I can't believe I just all this compound. I forgot I made all this compound right over here, so I don't need to be doing what I'm doing right now. Because vegetarian's more of a lifestyle. You can obviously have dishes that are, you know, don't have meat in them. At least in that context. You probably have a love-hate relationship with carbon stuff. Yeah. It's hard to know with that, man. Okay. So research is... Oh, it's still going, but we're just basically going for really low solar energy. It probably took a lot because I was using it for my device. Okay. Let's go down to the depths of the cave system and see what we can get. I think cancers require resin. To remember, because we can make ourselves another canister, I think. Just make sure we're good. I'm going to say that, CJ. Yes. CJ is a genius. So there's a great crossover GLG and Rumi's and Eden the other day. What do you mean? What crossover? Oh, you mean when you were just talking character voices for the Eden stream? Yes. That was a fun time too. It's one of those things again where like I don't like bringing attention to the work that I do just because like I do it because I enjoy it, but I don't want to be like, oh yeah, like this is what I do, like all the time, because it gets a bit like I don't want to be like obnoxious about it. And like for me, it's like obviously if I'm doing stuff for me, I'm not like looking to promote like all these different projects I'm a part of most of the time. I'm just looking to just enjoy it. Okay, so it looks like we're good. So there's not a lot here. I was expecting to find more, but we do need to find this. This is the resource compound we want to use for our, the aluminum is important. Well, let's make the smelting forge. Okay. Got some laterite. Okay, there's some more down here I can see without the light on it. It's a little easier to see some of these things sometimes. Can we get some more of this, though? Come on. We're so close. There we go, okay. Crazy. Why does Freddy and Honey Bunny hate each other? Well, Honey Bunny is a big fan of Monty, but not as much of Freddy. And so no, she could care less about Freddy, certainly. So I think it's a partial jealousy factor too, because she knew that, you know, Freddy had feelings for Monty, and so then she didn't like that. You know, she wanted to have Monty for herself. So I understand where she's coming from. You know, it's like, why would you want to be friends with your enemy? Yeah, I realized it's kind of funny is when I'm drawing him and Freddy, it looks a lot like... Yeah, it is very similar. I think you've personified my characters very similarly. Some of their expressions and the way they have. Chocolate Cave. Yes. Not a chocolate cave. You know, caves aren't made of chocolate. Even though that'd be pretty delicious. Yeah, Amavi! Hey! How's it going? How you doing, friendo? Okay. So, we are looking to get more research done. Okay, so we can start putting these guys in here now for now. Eventually, we might need to make a second research chamber if we really want to do some more stuff, but we'll just keep getting the research going, because with the research, we can then continue to get more things made. We can get the... Okay, we can do the smelting furnace now. That'll be good. Because we can start doing more things. Soil centrifuge will eventually get, but I think they give that to us for free anyway. The accident too. What happened if Freddy, Wesley, and Robot Kano met? They wouldn't. It would be a very strange world. Okay, so we need to make a unlock and print a smelting furnace. So yeah, we need to make a smelting furnace. Once we do that, we can start getting the other tools we need. So let's start with that. Smelting furnace we can make in here. Okay, we need 2 resin and 1 compound. So let's grab what we got already. Yeah, that's why I keep these things on hand, because then we don't have to hold them with us, but we can still be ready to make whatever. Okay. And then I'm just going to put that there. And we can probably put some organic material in here to make sure we got plenty of power. There we go. That way we're not reducing our research. What would happen if... oh, sorry. Made some chicken nuggies. Nice. Good plan. I had some macaroni and cheese with my dad today for lunch. That was fun. Went to his place. Got to hang out with Ranger, my doggo. Or our doggo, our family doggo. He's a friend. He's a puppo. He's a bubba. He's cute. So it is a partially. It's sort of an online game. It's more like a online co-op. So you can have people come on, but only a certain number of people can usually join a certain place at a time. So like for example, if my friends Gabe or Dan or any of them were playing, then they would be able to play with me if they want to. They could join my world and find resources and do the same stuff that I'm doing here, if I want them to. Here's a question: how do you react if you met Freddy and Wesley, let's say in person? How do you react and how do you interact with them? Freddy, admittedly, I'd be absolutely terrified of him, because of him being an animatronic. That would freak me out to no end. It would take me a lot of time to even think about him possibly being someone I could approach and talk to. It'd would just freak me out. Because I get freaked out enough as it is thinking about the regular FNAF animatronics. So that'd be an interesting encounter to say the least. Wesley, I feel like would be one of those things where I would identify with some parts of him because obviously he's played by me, but at the same time I think his whole his MO, just with people in general and actively really pursuing romance would still be a weird thing for me. That'd just be okay, you chill out, dude. But I think I could get along decently with Wesley. I think we'd have some decent conversations to have, as long as he's not too rude to me. If he's rude to me, I wouldn't even talk to him. I would Pink even deals with that in general. I would just be nah, fam, that's not something I want to deal with. So I think it's interesting that that's something that she puts up so readily with him. What's your favorite color? Mine is blue. Mine is probably the color I have here for this character is the color I chose. I like the aqua, blue, green kind of colors. Those are probably my favorite. So I just think they're really cool. Okay, so we got the smelting furnace now. So what we can do now is we can start smelting up some resources to fit in there. Turn this into carbon. I know we can also turn this into ceramic, and then I think we have the ladder we just put away, of course. Where did the one go? So we still have the other one here. Is it still in here? It is. Okay, so we can start putting those all in there. It's all on every single character you play at the moment. I mean, I play a variety of different characters for different people. I play a lot of characters for Gizzy right now since I do roleplay stuff for him. So I've most recently played a lot of fun characters, with the most consistent being Boyfriend and Daddy Dearest. I play Wesley from Pink's series. I've voiced her dad before, but I also play officially Yoon, or officially Yi, for her children. And then I voice Freddy for B. That's really about it. That's really all I actively voice at the moment in terms of current roles I play. Otherwise, there's really not much else I really actively do. Okay, so we need to refine aluminum from laterite. Yes, which we're already doing. Perfect. So we're already on our way. So that means we got that done. So perfect. So we unlocked a medium storage facility. Let's create this. Means yeah, more storage for you. You're welcome. Fix your colors by flag. That works out very conveniently. If my favorite green is my birthday because on St. Patrick's Day. Ooh. That's pretty awesome, actually. Let's see. I think that should allow us to put those things in there, too. It's easier to work with. Okay. Let's see here. What we got? What's our next mission, I guess? We need to see. I want to figure out if I can look at it. See if there's any ones we... Okay, we still have some more active. Yeah, see, look how many... They give us so many. It's an easy one. Just go... Oh, that's if you want to travel to those places and find it. You can make shovel... or shuttles. An auto arm. Automate some of your work. Yeah. No, we got a lot of things we're currently working on. So let's work on doing this one next. So now now we have this, we can now start to make the tools that we were talking about earlier, which require us to have... we need to get zinc, which we can find. It's just a matter of we need to locate where it is. Zinc, I believe, is made from what again? From sphalerite. So I'll have to go down below and find that. That's the... And then the drill model is the ceramic that we're currently making at the moment, which you'll see once that carbon is done. Okay. We'll do this, put that away, get that research going. Kanoka, are you and Gallant getting brother because both of you are in a suit like you're in a robot suit and in that suit? No. We are very unrelated. He had his aesthetic made probably far before my Kanoka one was developed. And even that was based on the Bionicles, so no, we are very unrelated. Just in terms of those characteristics. I don't know, honey. Mom got so lucky with my brother and birthdays. I don't know how your mom got so lucky with brother and birthdays. Your brother's on Valentine's Day. Wow. You know, sometimes it's just a matter of it's the quote unquote timing. Sometimes it's more intentional and planned. Other times it's not so much. Fortunately, I think because yeah, all the kids my dad and mom had, my sister and I were planned. Unfortunately, I would have had like another sibling, but they were miscarried. So I never got the chance to meet them, but their name would have been Chris. Not sure if it was a boy or a girl, and it's one of those things where we always kind of like, you know, we never really know, but we think about sometimes. Very rarely though. It's one of those things again where it was an unfortunate circumstance at the time, but it was something that kind of my family just kind of moved on from, because I was too young to remember. It was when I was really little. My sister hadn't even been born yet, so yeah. Okay, we're kind of trying to see if we can search around these different places. See if we can find... Make sure I destroy these so I can grab these research samples while I can. And then we'll see what's in this cavern if I can as well. What do I remember most? I did breathing out of smoke. Oh goodness, you're unexpected. Gotcha, CJ. But you know what? I am glad that you are here, and I'm glad that, you know, you were unexpected, but that your parents still kept you. Dealing with fires, goodness gracious. Okay, so that's... Wait, hold on. Those are just some more research materials. Grab those. Okay, we can bring these up here while this we're doing stuff. Sam Max really reminds me of Freddy and Monty. Sam and Max? I don't know what character is referring to in that case. I know you have a specific reference in it, but I don't know for sure. I go to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday because I go homeschool school in grade 6. Ah, gotcha. Homeschooling does make the schedule a little more flexible with those things, so sounds like not too shabby of a time. Okay, so we got these made. I can get the drill mod made now, so I'm just gonna do it while I'm thinking of it. So that's one piece done. Okay, do some more stuff. Mom checked she was pregnant with me. She said it was bad seafood or something. Yes. It's hard to know. Like, again, there's so many different parts of pregnancy that can be associated with, like, different symptoms. And it's like, I mean, I've never experienced any of them personally, but that's what I've been told. And I trust that to be true. Okay. I think it's currently on, right? Can't remember if I have to activate it or not when I use it. Oh, yeah, you can toggle it on. So you can know if you're going to use it to drill through things extra hard or not. Sam Max are basically a video game in a show about Detective Dog. I believe named Sam and a sidekick named Max, and they go together and solve things. Oh, that's pretty cool. Head morning sickness 24/7. Ah, yuck. Yes, I do not envy y'all for all the things you get to go through with pregnancy. If that's a choice you decide to make, or if it's a choice you've already made, you know, definitely its own world of things to deal with. So I applaud you for all you who are girls or are capable of being pregnant and have that capacity. What's your favorite ship from Gizzy Gaza, the Haunted Hotel movie? I haven't watched the movie. I remember I watched part of Haunted Hotel back in the olden days when it started going, and I really liked the ship that was with Sam and who was it? It was the zombie girl, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there's some resources that way. I think that's just a resource crystal, isn't it? It is indeed. We want to find some sphalerite if we can, but it's gonna be hard because there's just a lot of things here. Okay, there's some more plants that way. See, those ones are nasty because they will shoot you. So you want to take out those things if you can before you walk over, because otherwise they will attack you with their orbs of doom. Definitely not what I'm looking to do. There's definitely more resources down there, but I don't know if I'm going to go that far down yet. That's where most of the sphalerite will be located. Then I had a dream about me having years before I met my mother. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Welcome back, Aaron. We're discussing family stories, because we can. Let's see, where would the sphalerite be located? I mean, because I'm pretty sure it usually is a lot further down. But I'll give it a gander and see if there's anything this way just before I travel all that way around. There's some... So interesting. So there is some... Oh, some zinc already. Oh, okay. So we found some zinc down here. That's actually going to make our life a lot easier. We don't have to find the sphalerite then. Just stick with this. I'll go over here and see if there's any generators we can salvage from this. Oh, there's a lot of different things here. Okay. These are mostly debris. Yes, you have to get, you can either use, like, these are alternate crafting things. I usually like using soil centrifuge where I can. Let's see if there's anything that can be salvaged. We get some more sphalerite here. Laterite. That's a regular old debris. Unfortunately, none of those things can be salvaged. That is disappointing, but that's okay. Ain't the worst case scenario. Okay, how are we doing on our storage? We have room for one more thing. Oh, the number 9 phone is pregnant. Oh, goodness. Oh, see, Emmy. Thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a fantastic afternoon. Alrighty. Let's see. So now I just need to keep on rolling along. This is the dead end. I need to go back here so I can see what's actually going on. Cool. Anyways, that's a little tangent of mine. I don't mind talking about those things when I get the chance to, because it's fun to explore those different things. But obviously, you know, never dealt with a lot of them personally, so yeah. But let's get this research thing back, so we can start getting more bytes to do more research things, which is grand, and then we shall continue from there, and then we'll move on to the next stage of our development, because now once we have this, we'll have that resource, which then we can use to get the other thing done, which means we get the soil centrifuge made, and that's my favorite part, because honestly, you can just turn anything into anything with soil, and then you can start really getting whatever resources you need, which is really handy. If I store your daughter smelled like popcorn or cheese board, oh goodness. That sounds like a real fun time. Yeah, at least if we're gonna have a baby after all that, you might as well get to enjoy a fun smelling baby. Jumpy. Okay. That's there then. Let's put this down. We don't need to have everything here. I will put one of these things in for now just to get going. Okay. So that's obviously all been processed now. Let's see here. We need to make a boost mod. Yes, with the zinc. Okay, so the boost mod allows you to, it increases your speed. Gotcha. Okay. If I do this, here, that. Okay. We've now attached those all to the train tool. Perfect. Means now, I can now do this. Get the soil centrifuge, which is one of the most useful things in the whole world. Gabe! You should come play Space Game with me. I'm playing it because I was hoping you would join me. If you want to join me, you're welcome to do so. You have the invitation to do so. Okay, let's get these lovely things off this platform for now, because we don't need them there. It's like having them for categorization purposes. Let's put the soil centrifuge over here. We can start using it. With all the soil we have that we aren't currently using for much of anything. Okay, there we go. Because we can start making resources. Although, of course, it won't really make a ton of them. But it's something. So, yeah, we can make compound, we can make resin, organic, clay, quartz, graphite. You can start making, like, the really valuable resources by doing this, which is really, really fun. Fang, too! Wow! Lots of cool people are hanging out with us today. That's pretty exciting. Okay, we don't need to really make a lot of these things yet. Although with quartz, we'll eventually be able to make some glass, which actually is pretty useful for us to do. So I'll make some of that right now since we don't have means, and I don't need to worry about using my, getting Andrew for a party night, which starts at like 4. Gotcha. So basically you're just popping in to say hi. I see. That's fair. I understand, Gabe. It's okay. I get it. It's fine. It's fine. We're okay. I'm gonna live. I promise. Even if it's really sad. We'll be fine. I'll live, I guess. Somehow, I will live. Your desk. Understandable. Putting on the ground. Thank you. You should tell Andrew he's pretty awesome. Unless, of course, he hears me on his own, in which case you can let him figure that out for himself. Don't have to spoil the fun. Okay. Let's get a lot of resources. We're just kind of gathered up here. Just probably going to throw them all on the ground for now. Just sit there out of the way. Okay, once that quartz is done, then we'll have even more fun things to work with because we'll have the glass, which we can then use to make some oxygen canisters, which actually would be ideal because then we can start really doing a lot more. I don't know why I'm dancing. Play a little bit of this, just a smidgen, Gabe. You've played just, I feel like I've probably played like, less than, if not far less than you have in this game. So, I doubt I'll need your help considering I have certainly played this not at all as many times as you have. Royal Academy. Wow, Fang. Give me a hard time. 2 people were talking about that earlier. They're like, yo, where is Royal Academy? And I'm like, I know. I understand. Something, excuse me, something I would love to bring back too, but we just gotta get people involved. Which unfortunately takes a lot of time. Could be Freddy Funtime Freddy voiced at someone say chicken plot-driven episode. Goodness gracious. Why are you spamming all those random things? Yeah, I think you're just joining in with the crowd. I see how it is. Okay, we got lots of quartz now, which is nice. We can make glass, which is beautiful because we can use the glass to make some more fun things. Yeah, but I was surprised by how many like tasks there were for things. Like, goodness gracious, like there's so many like questy type stuff you can do now in this game, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is like so much easier than when I remember starting out doing it in the first place. Unlike you had to just learn everything on your own. So now they actually give you free stuff. Okay, and then I forget the free stuff exists, so I don't use it because I keep forgetting it's there. But okay, I don't need any of this stuff. This is all stuff I don't really need right now because it's all not useful for us. Okay, so yes, we need to get small generator eventually to do more stuff. See, the thing is, I already did the research chamber, so I don't know why it's like, oh, you need to make a new one. But I guess I can always make a new research chamber. There's no reason for me not to, because those are useful to have multiple of anyway. Task Amogus. I know it's very Amogus, funny, haha. Okay. I think we need these two to make our next thing we need to do, which is just right here. We'll go over here and get ourselves another research chamber made, because the game is like, nah, you don't have one of those made yet. And I'm like, I do. Okay. I'm just going to take what organic I have already. If I've got any, I'll use it up. We can not waste what we have already. Upsie Fang! Thanks for stopping by and saying how do. You're pretty cool. Okay, let's just grab ourselves some basic resources. So hold on, just go. Oh, sorry, I guess I can do it with the mods on. I need to turn these off first. Oh, let me just shake it off. That's funny. Stop doing the chicken dance. Turn that off. Okay, there we go. There we go. Lots of grass. Get all the energy we can use. Okay. We're back on oxygen. Perfect. We can put that back in here. Go get 2 generators going just to make this faster, so we can get that rolling along. And then yeah, once we get this research chamber done, we'll have all the close-up tasks. Yes, all the grass. We are consuming the grass to fuel our endeavors. Yes. Grass, we're just turning it into energy, that's all. It's bioenergy. We love bioenergy. It's very environmentally friendly. It's not your fam grass. This is very far away. This is very far away grass. Look at that. That compound's being used up, and now the resin's going to be used up soon, and we can then have that, and then we can start working on getting some generators going. This grass is being very helpful. This is serving its life purpose at this point, so you don't have to worry about it. Space grass! Yes, space grass, exactly. Space grass. Okay. It's done. I'll turn the generators off for now, because no reason to have them going. Okay. Then, now, we've got that done, so we are currently making use of that, so let's see here. What's this? Okay, so is that done now? Print and... Oh, I have to use that research chamber? Fine. So we'll just do this. We'll just take this and use this. And then, get this. Oh, no. Didn't mean to decide. Let's leave this one. Go. Take this and then put this there. Because, yeah, now we can at least... We definitely need this for things, but at least we have the capacity now to get double research going as well. Which will allow us to get through this a lot faster. Because, again, the more research we have, the better we can be doing things. Keyboard have to break when you're live? I don't know, Katie. Why did it have to break when I'm live? That's a good question. Oh, see you, Marcel. Have a lovely night. You know, I get it. School comes first. So thank you for popping by and for being here for a little bit. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Okay. So that's working out now. Those are both researching. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. My ground is so messy right now. But okay, so now we got this. So we can use this. So on to the next stage. We got some free beacons, which is great. Because these ones we can start to use to be able to mark up places as well. It's like if we have like dead bodies, we can, or not dead bodies, if we have a place where we have been to for a while, we can always adjust it. Because beacons are very handy. They help you with navigation. What we'll do is we will then have this beacon here. Sorry, this beacon on me. And we will make sure it's on, so we have the right stuff so we can know if our body's there in case we are struggling. So, man. If you need voice actor feedback, having something up and down top of that, you know, Grassplay, I will take that note. Thank you very much for telling me. I'll be sure to let you know if we come across a need for voice actors for Royal Academy. At this point, I don't foresee anything because we have a lot of characters already set and planned with people. But if we get to a point where we need people, then I'll be more sure to recommend you as a voice actor because I know what your skills are. Using on-screen touch keyboard, how are you? We're doing pretty good. Just hanging out, doing some fun, jammy stuff as we are continuing on our grand quest to become the best astronaut there ever was, which is really just not continued. It was something we started as of today, so it's a very fresh quest. But I'm doing this because Rhino ain't here today, so we be just partying and vibing together. Okay, so means we've basically got all this covered. So now our next kind of big step is going to be we're to start getting some generators and things like that rolling, because I don't think there's any missions for those. I know there's one for a basic generator, but that's different than the... So yeah, we need small generator to do stuff. And now I'll also get small battery. Okay. So, wait, we already have small generators. What do you mean? That's all these. You need to make more? It's fine. We'll use them eventually for stuff. There's no big concerns, I guess. This game is like, do these quests in a certain order. I'm like, but I already did them. Why? I don't want to do them again. We have some one already here. Okay. Thank you. So we'll make another one. Another small generator. Okay. We've now made a small generator. Now we shall turn it on. That do it? Or to use this one, I guess. Probably this one. Okay. Take this one. Place it down. Set this up for now. Okay. Connect that onto this one. Now I'm going to take the organic material we have. Actually, I can't. Never mind. Okay. Was that all I need to do? Might be all I have to do. There we go. The batteries. Perfect. So we got ourselves battery storage, which is great. Okay, see you, Katie. Let's see what I can do. I just quickly rotate this around so it's a little more easily accessible. Our battery's slowly charging up after all this too, because for some reason it stopped everything. Is it draining my power? Oh, it is. Oh no, it's charging the battery. Gotcha. That makes sense now. I was like, what's happening? So yeah, charge the battery up. Handy dandy. Okay, so now we got this. So resource after we just finished up. I guess it was just something we just already did. So we fully charged the battery. It's nice. Now we got splitter and extenders, which allow you to do more battery things. And that's okay. That's all that. So now we got these things. Need to find research samples. See if we can do that for sure. Take a bite. Need to gain any bites. There's a known or any of those things. Lithium. That'll be for batteries. But again, these are all for different things. We don't have the ability to do yet. We're not gonna make a shuttle yet. We want to stay here. So we'll do that first. So this is just for getting bites and then just getting research samples, pretty much. I said the quest. Fair enough. It's free stuff, so I was like, okay, might as well. But I guess if you say don't do the quest, then I won't have to worry about abiding by them. I just think it's really sad that they make you do all these things, and it's like, just progress without them. Fair enough. Okay, that would have been... Okay. Those are both still going, I guess, at this point, so there's really no value. We'll probably do is we can continue to go down to the caves, see if we find anything else down there. The battery, we really don't need to worry about doing anything with. It's useful in case you need it for things, like to charge up stuff. But like in our case right now, there's really no purpose to having a battery because it's not contributing to anything. So let me just quickly grab I'll hook it into this so that way it can still contribute to the system if it needs to. It'll help to power up the research a little more fast. So we get that later. Yeah, but I just kind of knew what I wanted and needed to do, so that's fair. I get you, Gabe. I got you. Don't worry. I understand. We got a lot of research samples we need to eventually get through as well. But yeah, this is part of the plan. Okay, so what we'll do then is we can head back down to the ground level. We can at least try to work through some more resources. So I guess what we'll need to do is grab some more compound ore above ground so we can get some more tethers and get down further. Yes, batteries are the best. They're pretty useful, especially when you get to like the medium-sized batteries. Then you just power your whole base at nighttime and you can just do whatever you want. So right now we're obviously running on like low efficiency, so we're not like really doing a lot. But once we get to having more generators to power up things like solar power generators and then getting all that kind of worked out, then we'll do a lot more. But kind of takes it in stages. We'll eventually get to that point. But for now, we will go find some compound on the surface. There's some over here, so let's go grab some. And then we'll be all set to go. Oh, there's actually some right here. Haha, look at that. Probably was carving out this section earlier. And now it shall be ours. Hey, Snowwolf Lava, welcome to the stream. You're sitting here vibing. Usually Rhino would be here with me, but it's currently just me today because he is off at his parents' house. So I am one who's here streaming and doing some astroneer today. How are you doing? Welcome to the party. Okay. Okay, we got plenty of compound now, which is good. That's what I need. So now I'll just quickly see if I can finish this up before I leave this spot. There we go. Okay. You good? Personally, I think what do you mean wid? Wid? What's wid? Let's see. Wind power's better on Sylvia. Yeah, exactly. You get more. It's more common to receive wind power. So I agree. Solar power, I think, is always just like it's super convenient. Is usually the case for me. So that's why I tend to think of it first. Right. Let's just look where we need to go. You know, the breezy wind, and then we can be all set to go. But yeah, we have to research those things first, so that'll be kind of the next step. Because once we start getting more power, then we can start getting more research facilities going, start getting more bytes to research more stuff, and we can get the better stuff that allows us to power more things. So it's all part of the collective process of just building up our resources. Okay. Let's see here. So, with that said, so what do we need to make here? Actually, I was going to make tethers, right? That's what I was going to do. I was going to make sure I could have plenty of things to do. More research investigation down below. No, we need tethers. Some stuff. Wind and solar are about the same, but wind generators are made with ceramic as opposed to, yeah, exactly. So to be a lot cheaper to find usually. So I always go back to the ceramic area and know where I can get stuff to be able to do more stuff. Actually, can I probably get some more? You know, you can make the medium-sized one. Those ones aren't too crazy either. But I don't have a lot of resources for those. Whereas I know I can make the small ones without too many. Yeah, I mean, you need copper for that. I might just make a small wind turbine for now. I'll need some of those eventually. Personal preference. I see you. Okay, Gabe. Keep on cleaning. Just attending to our astroneer stuff. Okay. For now, let's see here. What can we do? Usually I can send this with using this as an extra storage vessel. Yeah. Just to keep things organized. There, put those in there. Okay. Then that's research is done, right? Okay. Perfect. Then we can put these in there. Just gives it more space for us. Do more things. Just gonna take that out and put that there. Okay. The rest of this in there. To full. Okay. Let's go. Space! Exactly. Space. A little space. So now, let's go back to where we saw our original ceramic area, which I think was down the way quite a bit. But if we go there and get some ceramic, then we can get some wind turbines made up, which will be quite nice and useful for us. So, let's see, we can find some. Usually, there's a lot usually on the surface in like collective spots. So if we find them, sort of like that brown, like mountainy type stuff that looks like it. So we'll see if we see any as we make our trek across the empty wastes. Let's see over there. That thing you see in the sky, that little like laser beam thing, that is a location we'll eventually need to make our way to. I don't know how soon I'll do that, but that's part of the like main quest. Eventually, so you need to make your way kind of in that direction toward those little buildings, because they allow you to teleport around the island. That's all I got for this. Let's see, did we see any ceramic along the way? I didn't see any as we were walking along. Maybe I took too diversion of a path. Probably should have stayed a little more true to what I had. Key system pathway down that way. Don't see any this way, but I guess we'll quickly sneak a peek over, see if we can find anything. Oh, seeing some more bites. Perfect. Okay, see any ceramic? Any ceramic. If not, we can always make it easily with power of our soil centrifuge, which is not a bad thing to think of either. So we got enough dirt for it. So that's what I'll do. Okay. So not seeing anything, we'll make our way back this way. And we can trust that we know where we are because we got our beacons in place, which is great. Okay. Ooh, that's nice actually. You can get this solar generator. It's free. And the solar resource thing. Grab that. Okay. There's some batteries there, it looks like. Okay, that's fine. But now with the solar generator we got, that we'll do a whole lot more. There's it. No worries, Grassway. You're all good. Making our way. La 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 la. Okay. We're back here now, which is great. Getting lots of power from the bytes we have, which is stupendous. This is a regular solar. Sometimes you can find that in the cell, which is actually really nice because you can, get the resources you need a little more readily. But what we'll do is we'll just put these in here. Thank you. Build this up. Okay. Cool. Then make some clay. Now let's see all the stuff we need, and then get the ceramic we need. So let's make a whole big army of wind turbines. Okay. This up. Put this. Actually, hold on. What we can do, make it easier on ourselves, is put that there. Then take out that solar generator we just got, which we put away over here. Because it's daytime now, so this will actually start working. Which means we can use it to power our stuff. See? Because it'll start pointing toward the sun once it gets going along, and it'll go a lot faster. Look at it in later. Grassway, you're crazy. See, that's pointing toward the sun. Having all that nice sun energy, helping to power up the device. It's good. See, I like solar power because it's consistent. But yeah, like Gabe said, wind power is frequent because you can see the breezy winds here on the planet, so that means the wind turbines would work out really well. But in order to make wind, we gotta get the ceramics. We can make then the small wind turbines. Yes, exactly. Yee. Let's see here. I might make a large platform because it's all capsized everywhere. Not this one. This is the good one. Because then what we could do is we can make like a little farm. We can put them all on top of. It's handy. I think so. So if we move this out of the way, move all these out of the way, I guess. Then that platform going. Hi, Pasta Butter. How's it going? Okay, let's get this clay all there. And what we'll do for now is we'll take this off, and we'll put this in place instead. Actually, we won't put that in place instead. We want to deal with these later. So what we'll do is wait for that platform to get done. Put this on top of that platform, because that'll be big enough to work what we need to do. Generator's going. I'm going to get more ceramic or organic I can. Yeah, there we go. Give me power! More things. So once we get this platform going, then we'll be able to place this down. All the things we need done. We'll be well on our way to reaching success. Okay. So wait for this to be empty. We can fill that up. So I want to use this one, not the other one, because I'm weird. Okay, there we go. It's the last bit of resin now, and they'll be start able to make a lovely little wind turbine farm with what we have in a second, which will be great. Okay. A lot of power does go into the research facilities over there, unfortunately. So we have to work with the power we have available to us. Enough for now. It's finishing processing. Perfect. Conserve power. And then, for now, we'll just put this here, I guess. Okay. I'll be able to link up here, like so. There, okay, reach power is not much. It's fine with me. I'll leave that out then, so we can have as much power from this system as we can before we can move into the next step. So, what we're going to do now is get this up here. So all the phone's like, nope, can't do anything with these. Okay. But can do stuff with these, so we shall do those. Okay. These put there with the clay, and then once it's all made in ceramic, we can then turn that all into wind turbines, which then we can use. Do lots of cool things. So even the one solar panel we've got going already is already making a huge difference in everything else, which is great. Okay. I'll put these compounds over here with this stuff, please. Sorted. Okay. Cool. And this, I guess I'll move this over so we can have it the place where we're actually using things right now. So it's not too far away. Again, mainly just to make sure we have the ability to put all these things so they're not just laying on the ground. Because laying on the ground is disgusting. Alright, I need to press that. Okay, better my control usage. Okay, there we go. Okay, that puts all that there. Perfect. This is working its time good. And that will do slowly over time. Just even more nasty as we can sit here and we can just start to make these as we go along. So, if we find the wind turbine here, there's my wind turbine. Use the energy we have. And then progressively, we can start to add more of these to the system itself. And this will eventually just keep acquiring more power as the wind blows, which is nice. So you can use the ceramic itself to help power the endeavors you're currently working on. Okay. See how the wind turbines are going already? See all the power that's happening so far. All loading it pretty nicely. Now this is like going along speedy quick. Obviously, we won't put them there in an ideal scenario, but we're just trying to smelt this up as quickly as we can, so I'm purposely doing it. Look at that, and even production speeds are faster because we just have so much energy going through us. Ha, yes! We're working speedy quick, yes! Oh, pff. Wind decided to stop, and now it's like, yeah! It's doing so well. That's why, again, why you want batteries later, because then what happens then is the batteries charge over time, and then they can output power while you're getting more power in. That's what's nice about the system. You just have to get it all developed first, which takes time. Okay, so and then make another small wind turbine, so that's good. So this will help us to produce power for when we are currently in need of it, but eventually we'll need to make it so we have actual batteries, which will allow us to do more things when we go through with it. So that's going to kind of be the next big step, is just getting to that stage eventually. For now, the research will go a lot faster, which I will gladly accept. It's even already over here, it's charging up quite quickly. So let's grab what we can from over here. Research sample. Put that in there. And then we are set to go into category, which is nice. Let's see here. Okay. Seeing how the vibe is going. Okay. So as that's all going along, we got those wind turbines there. Now our next step will be eventually just to get a battery. And not just small batteries, because those ones can be pretty easy to make, but those ones are still hard to do. I'd rather try and see if we can get some medium batteries. But in order to do that, we'll have to see what kind of research we still need. So, getting more bytes as we go. We still need to find those, and that'll give us more tethers, I guess. That's not bad. Okay. In order to make those batteries, eventually it's more. So yeah, so if we go here and look at our batteries, we need to think for that. Yeah, we need lithium eventually, which we don't have access to. So I guess small batteries will be the place we need to start with for now. They'll hold some power at least. In order to do that, we'll need to get some more zinc. So we'll have to go down into the depths of the area again and probably travel a bit more than we were before so we can find that resource. So that'll be our next step. I know, all the technology. There's so much technology to be used here, which is so exciting. Oh, I guess I can still do that. Never mind, I can still do some smelting. This there for now, and then just gonna hook this up that so it can still contribute if we need to, but that way it's not on the platform. These smelted. You know, some more wind capacity to have eventually. Looks like it's all going. Okay. Then once that's done, what we'll do is then we will go, it's like a lab in space. Exactly. It's a space lab, basically. Once we get all those wind turbines made, we can have them planted out, and then we need to go down a mission down below with our tethers. Tethers. Not tethers. Tethers. Okay. Is that in the small canister there? It is. Don't need that, quite frankly. But I will get some tethers because we'll need those. Tethers we go through more frequently than other things, so it's not a surprise to me that we kind of running low. Are those going? Have all that energy there. Now it's charging us up, which means it's draining all the energy to do us first, which is nice. I appreciate that they prioritize the, us over everything else, but it's kind of funny. Until we get some wind, we're not going to have any extra energy to provide for the team, unfortunately, which makes it frustrating. It's fine. Okay. And then get some more turbines made. Please and thank you. You can always keep one on you, too. And that allows the energy to refill you if you're ever in trouble and have access to wind energy. Because wind functions best when you're on a planet that has full darkness because it has no solar energy to provide any energy back. Unless you have a small, like, semi-permanent renewable energy source, and you have no access to being able to get energy, it'll drain away eventually. You can obviously use the carbon or the organic material to get some energy, like, quickly, but it's not sustainable. At least in the same way. You're burning it up as compared to, like, the wind. Like, see, now, all of a sudden, I think it's a lot faster because all the wind turbines are suddenly running, which is great. We can do one of these. We can start putting this, put this down now. All the energy being fed back into the system for as long as the wind turbines work. So now all the research stuff is suddenly, like, going 10 times a minute, which is really nice. To run in the battery over here is recharging, easy peasy. So we'll get more of those batteries made and we'll be set to go. We'll have to do some exploration first. So let's go down and find some zinc with what we have. Go down to the cave system we were in and see if we can find more of that, like, sphalerite stuff. The energy! Exactly. Energy is all we need. Okay. Head down here. Shwee. Okay. So now the zinc should hopefully not be too far away. But I have a feeling it might be in, like, further down into the cases because we're only on the top layer right now. So, like, anything you find in here is still useful, but it's not, like, the really core stuff that you can find. Once you get to the lower levels, it starts to get a bit more juicy. You have to be extra careful to, like, have pathways so you can actually get back up. Otherwise, you could, fall for other issues. So, to make sure that if we go somewhere, we have the ability to get back. Oop. Ah, we got stuck in there. Okay. So eventually, we want to probably, I'm thinking we can head down there would be our best bet. So if we start going down, we can do more stuff. Before we get too far ahead, make sure we have a bit of dirt on us, so in case we get stuck somewhere, we can have at least something going. Just kind of work into this dirt here. This dirt, like cavern, just be like, nope, you're ours now. Sucking all this dirt up. All the soil. Stalagmites fall to the ground if you want. Let's clean it up. La 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 la. We just ruined like half the ceiling, but it's fine. It's all for science. It's all for science. There we go. Okay. So now we've done so, which is great. We can go over here. Okay. Let's start making our way down. So let's go over here. Go down slowly. If we have to, we can make more soil pathways if needed. If there's already one made, we don't have to worry about making something new. So wherever we can, do what we can. Okay. So it seems like there's not really a full natural pathway here yet, so let's quickly make something out of it if we can. Just even with that. There we go. Okay. Make this go down here all the way. Perfect, and that's at least a congruent platform. And now we just need to find some sphalerite, because obviously right now we have lots of this, like the what's it called? I'll just take the aluminum, which is useful. Again, we'll need it, but ain't exactly what we're looking for at the very moment. Okay. So, and then those special things right there, they eventually allow us to do more things later. This is some quartz over here, which we'll eventually need to get, so I'm going to make a pathway there just so we have that ready. What was I saying? Oh yeah, these things you can unlock, like for example, you can put power into there and it'll unlock a certain thing. So it might be like a special research thing. Oh, there's a whole big research thing right there. That's handy dandy. And that one's actually, as you can see, live and functioning. And there's a whole There's like a mushroom there that you can use as a research item if you want, but this is a research chamber. So if we had like something to condense it, we can always use that to bring home with us. That's what those are the research things we could get if we wanted to unlock, which allows us then to like put those into a form that we can carry. Oh, person. Okay. Let's just keep going from this way just to see where this leads. If anything. Are there any batteries here? I don't think so. That's all just debris. Let's keep going this way. Uh-oh. Destroy that before it gets too out of hand. It will destroy us after a while if we don't take care of it, so we'll rather not worry about that. Okay, so that leads further down. I don't know if we should go further down, but I guess we can try. We can see what happens if we go a bit more of a ways. Okay. Oh, we're out. We should probably get some compound then, make some more tethers. And the nice thing is, as long as the energy production thing we have is connected to this oxygen line, then we will have access to that energy from base, which is really nice. So we'll never run out. Just gotta make sure you're connected. If you're not connected, which sometimes happens because you have to go exploring or something, or you fall and take a nosedive and need to kind of adjust your course, then you might need to consume some resources. But in our case, we fortunately don't have to do that, which is nice. Okay. Oh, I can't see my face. Okay, just want some tethers, please. Thank you. Not some printers, just some tethers. Okay. It all made up. Decent, just connect to the system. All the energy from home. In this game, it's so cool. You can create these massive networks of stuff to like get you energy to places that would seem like unusual to get to. But you can access it as long as you're careful. Okay, so this is looking like straight down pathway. I do not like that. Let's see, is there any way down this way? Maybe we can take this pathway instead. This might be a little less precarious. Or it is. But we can at least carve out our own. There. We can make our way down. Down the pit into what appears to be the cavern below us. Okay. Safe passageway. Not really. Be extra careful when doing this. Okay. Do you have an active beacon in your backpack? Yeah, just in case I, die. And I can make sure I've got, ability to work with that. Wasn't that something you used to do, Gabe? Or was that just me? Was that something I just always used to do because I was always really nervous about, like, dying? Okay. Good, now we've got an incline. Yay! Which means we can then travel. It's nice. Okay. Okay. Go. Alright, any sphalerite? Nothing so far. Oh, wait, there is some. Over there. Beacon? Well, yes, sometimes it does. Other times it doesn't, though. There'd be times when like, if my stuff would decompose, I'd want to have the beacon with. So that was my reasoning for it. At least when I did it. Like, that's why I always had a beacon with me. For the handiness of having that. Or if you want to be able to obviously set something down. Okay, cool. This allows us to make the zinc we need. Yay! Give us the zinc sphalerite stuff. There we go. Perfect. Oh, they're pretty handy. Yes, exactly. Okay. So much zinc! That's what I was hoping for this. I'm glad we found it, though. That's a nice big little piece there. Got it? Yeah. Okay. Of course, I'm not digging too much. Okay. Okay. What was the other thing we were getting this zinc for again? We needed this to be able to make... Or something we need to make. Oh, yes, yeah, so we can make batteries. Right. That's what we want to go sphalerite for, so we can make it just a big, nice herd of batteries. So actually, I'm not going to stop until I get full on this. I want as much of this as I possibly can get. Okay. Oh, thing. You're full. Okay. So carry this with us, and we shall go back. Your way all the way back home with our lovely zinc, so then we can, or sphalerite, I guess, to be specific, Then we can turn that into zinc, which then we can then use to make lots of batteries. We can have a little army of batteries we can carry along on our base and carry with us if we really want to have it for some reason. And then we have all the things we need, which is great. We can start going on some bigger endeavors, start getting like a lot more things taken care of. Our efficiency will be increased. We can start doing lots of research. It all comes together, which is nice. It's been kind of fun. I haven't played Astronaut in a long time. I feel like once I'm done with the stream, you know, in like my 10-minute time frame from now, then I'll probably be playing this for a little bit myself because I haven't played it in so long, and I would like the chance to get to explore it a bit more. It's a fun game. Sometimes it's one of those things where like no, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, okay, I'm not dead. Thank goodness. Okay, just need to go through the quartz forest over here. Fortunately, I remembered where this quartz was because we were nearby. But ouch, that hurt. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're living. We're living. I misstepped because I was too ambitious. I was trying to parkour my way through life. But it's fine. We live. We live to see another day. Let's get remember that that's a very much precarious little spot there. Didn't realize that was an actual like full cavern down there. So now we know. Okay. So now he's gonna head this way. I think. This way? No, this is the one that led to the research chambers. This is not the one that we need to get to. Where do I go to instead? This one. Over there. Okay. I guess as we start bringing things to a close soon, what is everyone planning to do this afternoon? I know, Gabe, you're bringing Andrew to a party. What else is he up to? I'm planning to have dinner with my mom. Not sure what we want to do yet. I haven't made those plans, but we'll be doing that sometime this evening. Otherwise, plans just to kind of chill and relax. What about the rest of y'all? What are you thinking to do this evening? Oh, so close, come on. Okay, it's like now. Party's how's it? Me and Andrew. Oh, I see. So you're just having a party with Andrew at your own house. What kind of party is that then? I was wondering why you weren't rushing away somewhere. There we go. Okay. So now, take that. Thing. Okay. Like going. Just girlfriend. Okay, gotcha. So it's not just you guys being the party; it's other people being the party too. But you're just being very reserved in your statement. I see. Accept, please, and thank you. Let's turn into zinc. Let's say maybe for my Thursday birthday trip. Nice. That should be a fun time. You know, definitely worth taking that time to do that. So. If you got the time to do it today, you know, and you want to get ahead, then go for it. Otherwise, yeah, just relax. Enjoy your Sabbath day. Okay, there we go. Then, now get some batteries made. All the power to power our base up with. I mean, it won't do a lot. Still not as useful as medium-sized batteries, but small batteries are at least a place to start at the beginning. Right now it's trying to connect us to everything, so it's charging us first, which means it's not doing anything else in the system, but it's fine. Okay. All I can do is I can get myself over here. And then we will take... Let's take these resources off first. Put our batteries on top of these. Okay. Get all that going eventually. Thanks, right? Okay, we got some zinc there too. We can turn it into some stuff, which is nice. Okay. Use batteries to make other batteries. Yes. The ultimate inverted sensation. Okay. There we go. More zinc we can work with. Grab that. Turn it into more batteries. Well, some of them I'll probably just keep. I'll keep one full panel of batteries. So once I make these 2, I'll probably stop the battery production for now, so I can save the zinc for later. Oh, that's funny. I don't know why you had to go all the way in to do that. I love how the batteries now can actually be put on, like, have their own platforms, though. I'm pretty sure for a while they didn't, so I appreciate seeing that now. Okay. Nope, don't want that charging right now. Pardon me. Okay. Here, get these all put into that platform, because now we'll be charging the energy from the space station until said otherwise. And then once the space station is done, then it will just slowly start working on itself. That's funny. Sometimes batteries can charge each other, which is kind of funny. Like, why are you charging yourself? Because you can understand. Okay, so then we can put this in here. Start getting some research stuff done. Easy peasy. Those will both be researched easy, and that will start to drain the power from the batteries, but very slowly. And since there's so many batteries, it's not going to drain it terribly quickly, but for now it's getting a lot of that power. There's not a lot of wind going on. But yeah, once we get all that going along, and now these wind turbines, once these start going, all that power feeding back in, so now the batteries are actually getting charged up more because we're making more energy than we were making with the batteries. So it's good. You know, we've got some power here that's going to keep things running smoothly, keep our research going along quickly, which is nice. So yeah, we're looking pretty good so far, which is nice. A good place. Got a lot of like small scale pieces to kind of fit the puzzle, which is good. And yeah, not much else to say really. We just got everything else we need to do. We're trying to get toward that quest. We're almost there. We're not quite there yet though. I think it's funny that's not counting the research samples we found earlier to be doing what we're doing, but you know, that's okay. That is what it is. Think of giving you a hydrate than realizing, yep, this isn't Twitch. Ha! Take that, Grass Boy. At least for today. We're doing this on the Dr. Kanoka and Dragon channel, so yeah. Since we're getting to a point anyway, I might start closing things up just because I'm feeling the vibe is being dead anyway, so I might as well cut our losses. But, you know, well, I get you Thursday. Yes, you will. But thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for a fantastic stream today. This was, you know, different, obviously, because Ryan wasn't here today, so I was doing a single-player game. Wasn't Portal either, but, no, I appreciate y'all being here and supporting us and hanging out today with me. If you're hanging out with me, you know, that means a lot, because people don't always do that, so, yeah. But I hope you all have a lovely, yeah, Ryan will be back next week. That's the plan. He's back on Tuesday, but he wasn't going to be available today, because he's still at his parents' house. So, you have so many points in this Twitch that you have to start using them. That's for sure. Make all the things happen. But, yeah! Okay, well, then, with all that said, then, I think we're going to end the stream. But thank you all so much for being here. I hope you all have a lovely Sunday. Enjoy the time with whatever you end up doing. And, yeah, we'll be sure to all talk more soon. So have a lovely day. Goodbye, everyone.